Hey guys, welcome back to Easeldoesitstudio. So today we are going to make the this new lipstick holder that I haven't done yet, and we're gonna do this in black and red. I'm gonna try to swirl it, and then we're gonna do another one of these pencil holder, paper holders, paper clip holders, whatever, and we're gonna do that in the Silicone blue and white in a marble. So this I know takes 12 ounces. This I'm guessing 5. So I'm gonna pour my 5 ounces in here. I did mix up my resin. I ran it through 6 times. And we'll get the colors mixed, and then I will put it in the debubbler, the Let's Resin debubbler. All right, so we've got our 5 ounces, I'm assuming, for that. And we're gonna do, I guess we'll do an even amount. Oh, gosh. So we'll do 6 and 6, and we will see what we get. All right, so we have got, and I'm already making messes. All right, so let's get our blue mixed up first. And this is the Silicone eye candy. And I do have a discount code in the description link for any of the eye candy products. All right, and I do want this to be fairly opaque. So I remembered this time, guys, I'm coloring it, and then I'm going to debubble it. Just cleaning off my stick. Let's see. I think I'm gonna add a touch of black in this blue. I just want it a little bit darker, so I'm gonna do 1 drop, if it'll drip. There we go. Of the Let's Resin black pigment. I love that pigment, guys. I just don't want it to be like a bright blue. And I will probably have to divide these cups in half. 1 more drop of black. And we'll do 2. And that should be good. Kind of want it to be like a navy if possible. Yeah, that's gonna be good. All right, so what I'm going to do is I am going to split that in half, or close to in half. All right. So we'll set this aside, and let's get our white mixed up, and then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to separate it. For one, it will go through the debubbler quicker, and this way here I don't have to worry about it flash curing on me. So and I just opened up a new one. I cannot find my other bottle, which is fine because these small bottles are hard to squeeze. Come on. And then once I get this done, I'm going back out and we're re-leveling the bottom of where our pool was. And it's just one of those like Intex pools. It's nothing fancy, but hey, it serves the purpose. So we're moving it just a smidge over from where it was, so we're having to re-level the ground and all that. So my husband rented a small rototiller this morning just to break the dirt around where we're going. So he got that done and returned it, so we only had to pay for a half a day because we had done what we needed to do with it. And I want this to be really white. But I can see a speck of blue glitter. So I'll end up running these in 2 batches through the debubbler. So and then we will figure out a way to decorate the outsides. We need just a little bit more. All right, that should do it. Yeah, that's better. And I just want to make sure that I mixed all that pigment up. All right, and then we're going to pour and we're going to set that in the debubbler and we'll get that going. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit all 4 cups. Let me, I think I might. Okay. And now let's get this. So we did the blue and the white. Now we're going to do the red and the black. And I know I don't need as much black. So that's 1.5 ounces of the black. And that should be good enough. So I'm still contemplating, do I do a dirty pour or do I just randomly pour the two in the one with the blue and the white? All right, so that's good on that. Let's get the red. And this again is the cacao red. I have a burgundy one, but I was like, I had that one pulled out first, and then I'm like, no, I think I want to do like a red. And hopefully, you know, that will, be a good contrast for the black. Trying to get all that pigment off my stick. And I think we're gonna need a little bit more because I do want this to be completely opaque. I'll just do a big gob and that should do it. So by the time these, I'm gonna leave these sitting here, and these should have debubbled all on their own by the time the other comes out of the debubbler. So that's one of the good things with the Craftor resin. If you just let it sit after you mix it for 5 minutes, the bubbles will come out. All right, so that's good. That is good. All right, so let me check on this. All right, we got like 2 more minutes. I'll be back when that is done debubbling. Okay, so these are all done. All bubble free. So I'm just gonna put 2 cups aside and we're gonna give that a spritz. All right, let me use the cups without the straws first. I mean, with the sticks first. So I guess we're just gonna random. Now I did not add any mica to this. So I'm hoping that we get something some sort of marbling something going on. Get the white stick and scrape what I can. So yeah, I have no idea at all how this is gonna come out. I just dropped white into my blue. I mean blue into my white. Oh well. You know, they're all going in there anyways, so. And I have no rhyme or reason why I'm pouring the way I'm pouring. I'm just trying to get it to have a different look. So I'm hoping that we have light blue, dark blue, and the white. So this should hold the rest of this. And then I will have to squeeze my sides because they are definitely bowing out. All right, I think we're gonna leave it like that. So I need something on this side, and let me give it a spray of alcohol. Let me move it to get it where I kind of want it. And then we can, let's see, take this, let's try one stick. All right, so that looks all right, that looks pretty good. So I'm gonna have to pour this one over here, and I'm gonna pour this the same way that I did that. And then we'll see. That's beautiful right in there. Really pretty. All right, let's... let me just stick my sticks over here. And hopefully we have enough. All right, I'm gonna start with the black. And I believe we're gonna have enough. And I think we'll have some extra. Okay. Spritz. You know what I should... Oh, now I'm kicking myself for doing this technique because I didn't go around to make sure that we had no trap bubbles in the little thingies. But we'll see. Hopefully... And I think we can fit a little bit more red in there. And hopefully this can stay separated like that. Okay, so I've got a ½ ounce of the red and like maybe a ¼ ounce of the blue. So what can I make? I don't even think that's enough for the turtle. All right, well, let me find something to pour that in, and then I'll be back for demold. All right, I'll be back on demold. I'll find something to put this in. I'm probably gonna mix them and we'll get it like a purpley color, I think. So yeah, I just gotta find something little. Alrighty, I'll be back. Okay guys, we're back. Everything is looking pretty awesome. You can see through that the colors didn't muddy together. So just kind of peeking through the sides. I mean, this is gorgeous. All right, so I ended up making 4 little birds. So let's get these out. I had another package that I hadn't opened of the birds. Because remember back a while ago, I thought I had lost my little birds. So I just kind of mixed the same colors and poured them in these birds. So, and I did have to scrape. So this one has a little blue, but it's mostly red. But he's really cute. There's no bubbles. All right, let's get this one has 2 colors. I think that was towards the end. Oh, he's kind of cute. Look at that. He's got a little blue stripe down his back and on his little head. Oh, and then a little bit on the bottom. So he's kind of cute. Yeah, you can tell this is one of the new molds. It's still pretty stiff. I am going to try and get my nails done tonight, guys. I'm going to try. I've been working outside all day. My nails are gross. But we're just about done with the dirt work, so... Oh, this one's kind of cool. So it's just got the little red and a little bit of blue through it. And it kind of looks like it went like where the wings are, so that's kind of cool. Oh, I did have a bubble in his beak. Because I didn't squeeze that one. So I'm thinking this is going to be like the first one I did, more of a solid color. So I figured if I did the birds first and they weren't bendy, then it was safe for me to do the other 2 pieces. There we go. Come on, little birdie. So you can faintly see the blue in with the red, but I mean, overall, he's still cute. I do have to trim there underneath a little bit. So yeah, we ended up getting like 4 different color birds out of the one pour. So yeah, put those over there. All right, so I did have to prop this up on one side because it was kind of leaning. So, oh my gosh, guys, look at that. Wow. All right, so now it's to break the suction, I guess, in each one of these little thingy dings. And I'm sure if I could get one out, then the rest, there we go, will be a little bit easier. Hopefully. Sorry, guys, if I'm off camera. I really didn't want to have to spray alcohol down in there, but I think I'm going to have to. That definitely made life easier. Come on. There we go. Holy stamoli. But look at that. That is cool. Now I do have fingerprints on here. Because I had just put some hand cream on. That is awesome. So I definitely like doing the marble better without a mica powder. Because it seems like the mica powder blends more than just the pigment paste. Just got a little bit of overage right here. There we go. All right, now if I can remember correctly, this one was a little mean to unmold as well. All right. All right, how did I do that before? I think it's to get that inside suction broke. All right, can I? All right, hang on here. All right, guys, oh my God. This was brutal. I mean, brutal. I gotta try to get some alcohol down in there. It's like, once you can get that suction to break, you're good, but boy. I thought once I got that, I'd start the video again, so I'd get this out easier, but all right, I gotta try to fold that. There we go. Holy dog snot, Batman. Whoa. All right, let me flip this mold back. Holy stamolies. But on the other note, look at how beautiful this is. This is stunning. All right, so I'm gonna wait to trim it because it is still a little bit soft. Got one tiny little bubble there, but that is it. That is beautiful. So, you know, you could put pens in there. You could put, you know, like your paper in there. I mean, this whole thing would fit. So look at, that is awesome. And these are for lipsticks, but I mean, you technically could use this for your alcohol inks as well. You know, it would only hold 9, but if you have like ones that you use a lot, you could definitely put it in there. But I'm gonna leave these plain. I'm not going to embellish them at all because they are just stunning on their own. So yeah, I'm gonna leave them like this. I will trim the bottom. I'll, you know, let it cure complete overnight, and then I'll trim the bottoms. This only has a little section right here that needs to be trimmed. In fact, I might actually be able to just trim it with my scissors. So yeah. What do you think, guys? I think they turned out awesome. So I'm just gonna leave them like this for now. If I decide to do something, I will video it, but I think I'm just gonna leave it plain. And I did cut my finger in the process of opening that. So yeah. Alrighty, guys, I will get some final pics and I will see you on the next one. Have a great night, everybody. Bye.